then oh, come on. Horses, Mexico. Oh, Hank's body. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Affan, and today we're gonna watch some more Breaking Bad. We are in the final episode of the entire series. It's been a long time coming. We finally made it. Here we are. This episode is called Felina. I guess they do not know how to spell finale. Yeah, no. You know, I was thinking maybe that's like a different language spelling of finale. Could be. Although I don't really know which language. If it is, do let me know in the comments down below. It also looks like maybe a female name in like Spanish or, you know, Italian or one of those kind of languages. But I was just looking at that name and I was like, there's no way this is just a random name. This is the final episode of the series, not season, the series. It has to have a meaning. And I literally just stared at it for like a good, I would say like 3-4 minutes straight until I was like, oh, could it be? Now, I'm not sure, but because this is Breaking Bad and chemistry thing, could it be that it is Felina? Iron, lithium, the Na is sodium. Could it be? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what it means. I mean, iron is like what? I guess blood. Okay, that works. Lithium, I don't know, batteries. They're gonna make a robot. You know, what's his name? Jesse always wanted him to make a robot. And sodium, then salt. So they're gonna make a robot with salt and blood. Sounds like something the people from Game of Thrones, you know, the Kraken people would say. Forgot their bloody names. I'm drawing a blank. How the hell do I not know their names? Wow, Theon Grey, the Greyjoys, man. I'm so disappointed in myself. Anyways, yeah, that's enough of me being silly. Do let me know though what it's supposed to mean. I think it might be like finale but in a different language. I think I might be reaching with the sodium, lithium, and you know that stuff, but who knows. This show has double meanings, triple, quadruple meanings everywhere, so it could be both. You know. But yeah, before we jump into this Felina of this series, I do have full-length reactions available to the entire series. I do have the full-length reaction available to this episode and the rest of the season as well on my Patreon. Link in the description to my Patreon. Also, these videos go up earlier on Patreon as well. The YouTube edits and then also the full-length reactions, they also go early. The full-length reactions go way earlier than the YouTube edits, but both go earlier than YouTube. So thank you so much. Check it out, link in the description, and thank you so much, patrons, for supporting me all this time. And thank you, YouTube members as well as subscribers, you know, people who just watch my videos, people who just like, who just comment, who share it with others. Thank you, all of you, every single one of you. I love you. Their support has been great, and it really humbles me, man, to know that there is someone out there who enjoys this. You know, it's just me talking over a show, but you guys love it, so thank you so much for all the support. Just a little announcement before we head into it, though. Yes, I will be doing Better Call Saul. I know that's gonna be pretty much every comment. When are you gonna start Better Call Saul? Are you gonna start Better Call? Yes, I'm going to start Better Call Saul. When? I don't know. I might do it right away. I might take a little time. It all depends. But whatever I decide to do, I will be doing it, and guess where it is going before anywhere else? Patreon. So head over to Patreon and you might see it. It might already be there. Who knows? Also, in the meantime, while you wait for Better Call Saul, there are plenty of other things that I've done on the channel, movies and shows. Check those out. You might like some of them, you might not. And also let me know if there's something else you'd like me to do. Shows, movies, you know, shows. I've got too many already and they're so big that I'm not going to start a new one now. But you can definitely tell me about movies. I'll do those because those are easy. You sit down, you watch it, and you're done with it. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, there's a lot to unpack. I've already talked for a pretty long time, so I'm not going to talk for any longer, and we're just going to jump into the Felina of this series, the long-awaited Felina. Without any further ado, here we go. One last time. Volvo. It's funny to me that he went to New Hampshire, not Alaska, but the weather is very much the same. Oh, and by the way, thank you for letting me know. Granite State is like New Hampshire. I'm not from America, so I did not know that. It's funny, his headrest kind of looks like the Bugatti's logo, you know? Where's the Bitcoin logo? Marty Robbins. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Maybe the Bitcoin logo. Coppers! Uh-oh. Relax, dude. Yeah, it's probably just a regular cop passing by. Like, when you act like this, then he's definitely gonna stop and take a look. But if you just act normal, then he's just gonna go. Right? Oh no, he's turning around. No, he's gone. Someone appears in the window, I'm gonna jump out of my chair, like. Got him. Found the keys. I saddle up. That's pretty badass. Well, it is Heisenberg after all. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking. Man, I loved it when they played this intro theme in the last one at the end. So good, man. Live free or die. Oh, that was also the... Oh! That was the name of the episode. Live free or die. Oh, he's gonna get the breakfast and then he's gonna leave the tip or something, right? Right. Oh, okay then. And the guns and everything.
Hi, Susan. It's David again. But what we'd really love to get is a photo of Mr. and Mrs. Schwartz to go along with the article.
Right. What is he up to? He saw that interview and all of a sudden he's interested in...
Oh, so
them again.
Right. Gotcha. Now the address...
I was thinking maybe he's like thinking, because they got like this fundraiser thing, use it to like launder money like they did before. They've done this before. That's why I was like, is that what he's thinking? You know, when Flynn or Junior does the fundraiser for Walt and they're like laundering money through that.
Well, I'll be in contact with my...
We'll find out.
Thank you. This should make one hell of a story.
Let's see. Went through chemo, radiation, cancer, and all that good stuff, and got a pretty full head of hair. He left his Tagore.
I maintain.
Is that a Bugatti?
If I want pizza, I go to a...
No, that's a Bentley Continental. Come on now.
I go to a Thai place. I mean, what is the earthly point in comparing?
I'm like, wow, the coincidence.
There's no...
Come on, are you the man I married?
It's Walt.
All right, wait. The answer is 21.
She wrote a whole essay out there.
Success.
And per se has Thomas Keller. Game, set, match.
Damn. What's this guy up to?
What, Islamabad?
No.
Islamabad, come on. It's the capital of Pakistan. Little trivia for you. That's where I'm from. Not Islamabad, but Pakistan.
You want to get the fireplace?
Wow, this guy just walking around so, like, casual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Bill and Miriam.
Wow.
Wine and then...
Hello, Gretchen. Elliot.
Hey there.
I really like your new house.
What?
I don't know why it looked like someone blew wind at him. Someone? Like wind blew at him. I don't know how someone would do that, but, you know. Elliot, I mean.
What are you doing here?
I saw you on Charlie Rose. You look great.
If you are here to hurt us.
It is your plan.
Actually, I'm here to give you something.
Pulls his pants down. Elliot. Okay.
Elliot, if we're gonna go that way, you'll need a bigger knife.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Also, that sounded like something Mike would say. What the hell? Don't remind me of Mike, man. Come on.
Gretchen, would you mind? We don't want to lose any end of the furniture. That is $9,720,000. I earned it, and you're going to give it to my children.
Okay.
But with the hope that he uses it for his college education and for the betterment of his family.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm like, that's quite a college to go to for $9.7 million.
Go do it yourself.
I can't. My wife and son hate me. They won't take my money.
But they'll take yours.
The federal government wouldn't let them. But two rich benefactors would think nothing of, for instance, writing a $28 million. That your money would be very welcome.
It wouldn't make any sense coming from us.
It certainly would.
It would actually, yeah.
Children are blameless victims of their monstrous father.
And your friends. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
If there are taxes or lawyers' fees owed, you will take it right from here. They use my money, never yours.
Wow. Okay.
So what happens next?
I guess we shake on it, and I leave.
Elliot is so nervous, but why wouldn't he be? Oh my god. Feel bad for him. These guys are getting dragged into this mess for no reason other than just knowing this guy was.
Don't move, don't dare move a muscle.
Whoa.
I gave it to the two best hitmen west of the Mississippi. Whatever happens to me tomorrow, they'll still be out there, keeping tabs.
Making sure he gives the money.
Reason that my children do not get.
One last move from the king that's trapped behind his pawns. The chess game.
And then suddenly, you'll hear the scrape of a footstep behind you. But before you can even turn around.
I thought he was gonna do the bang thing and he did it.
Darkness.
Darkness indeed.
This is where you get to make it right.
Wow. He's not going out like that. Assurances. Those are the hitmen. I thought he said they're gonna stay.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, these were just lasers. Oh, yes, indeed. Do the best hitmen. Agent 46, 47. Let's go.
Felt kind of shady, you know, like morality-wise.
Shut up, morality-wise.
How do you feel now?
200 instead of 200 grand?
Better.
Yeah, definitely improving.
Yep. Let's go. You get to see these two. Skinny Pete and Badger.
I mean, aren't you still cooking?
Yes.
Yeah, man. We were sure it was you, because that shit is choice, yo. Better than ever. I mean,
Not as good as yours. Yeah. Pinkman with the blue stuff.
right on, Jesse. Passing the torch.
Damn, man. Couldn't he at least throw a brother a bone?
Badger. Oh, lovely. Is Walt gonna now try to go after Jesse? Potentially. Which is good, because I think he might end up saving him. Doesn't know what's actually happening. Yeah, I was thinking, is that his box, Jesse's box, that he was talking about? Whenever he applies himself, I talked about this before, this guy is brilliant. And that's what Walt wanted from him, right? He wanted him to apply himself. Man, when I see stuff like this, then oh, come on. That was a good transition. When I see stuff like this and how much effort and passion goes into making stuff, you know, then I start taking care of myself. Otherwise, I just toss it around without even thinking about it. There it is, 52. There she is. All right.
It's my birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
That's the M60. I was at 1.0 very OP in COD. Oh, the ricin. Right. Oh, this is that flash forward thing. Right. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, the reason. Okay, so that's why he left, or they showed us him leaving the watch. He didn't have the watch. Right, at least I don't remember him having the watch. Yeah, I don't think he had.
Why don't you say the word and I'll take you on a ride along. You can watch us knock down a meth lab. Huh? Get a little excitement in your life.
Yeah, someday.
Wow, that's how it all started. Lydia? Back to back again? Yeah, of course. No, this time he's gonna... Stevia.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, not back to back anymore?
Shirt.
My blouse.
Nice, yeah, like color. It's a nice color on
Like your shirt.
it's kind of cornflower.
Let's do this.
I have a new method that requires no methylamine. And Todd, I could teach it to you.
How did you know to find us here?
This is where you always, man.
Every Tuesday morning, you and I met here.
Yeah.
Nothing short of $1 million. And believe me, for this, that is giving it away.
I think Jack should hear this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good.
And I need more stevia.
More Stevia, as always. What's Walt planning here? He's got the ricin and everything. I'm gonna poison. I was thinking he's gonna poison them here. Because he had the poison before, right? In this very restaurant.
Todd, please don't make me walk you through this. Jesus. Did you look at him? You'd be doing him a favor.
Ricin. That Stevia packet had ricin. Right? I thought that's what he was doing. When they did their wide shot and he was sitting there in the corner, I'm like, oh, okay. And they specifically show the Stevia packet. I'm like, okay. All right. Cool. Let's see what happens.
The horses were tied.
The horses Mexico.
As fast as I could.
You're making like a record player? Ah, the ring. The one ring to rule them all. I should wear my ring as well, shouldn't I?
And he calls her by name.
He didn't hurt her, did he? He didn't.
No.
She dropped the oranges, yeah.
Or Carol, or whatever.
Looked exactly like the Unabomber, but she's positive it was him.
I don't exactly know who that is, but I've heard that name before. The Unabomber.
There's no way. Walt's getting to you. They are going to catch him. No doubt about it.
Well,
Paul thinks he's some criminal mastermind, but he's not.
he is arrogant, that's for sure.
On the 1,000,000 to 1 chance. Be on the lookout, okay?
Reminds me of the odds that that Russian dude gives to Hopper in prison, Stranger Things 4. He's right there. I'm like, that shadow moved, but I think that was her shadow. Yep, he's standing behind the thing. Yep.
You look terrible.
Well.
Yeah, but I feel good.
So talk. Why are you here?
Yeah, he's kind of wearing the same sort of, like different shades, but same colors as he was in the pilot.
And I needed a proper goodbye, not our last phone call.
So you're going to the police.
That reflection right there freaked me the fuck out in the microwave. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Those people from coming back, those people you worked with.
And those two things behind her looks like a creepy smiley face.
Holly and Flynn and me, they told me not to talk about that woman I saw at the car wash. And if you're in custody and they find out...
They're not coming back. Not after tonight.
Rice and Tang, huh? Tonight is your birthday. Well, my actually. By my, I mean Walt.
All I have to give you is this.
Oh, Hank's body. That's good, at least. Some sort of closure for Marie. All of them, but Marie in particular. The
Tell them I wanted bacon and eggs on my birthday and that I gave you that ticket. They murdered Hank and Steve and put them in that hole. You get yourself out of this. All the things that I did, you need to understand.
I have to hear
Yeah.
one more time.
It was for the family. Yeah.
For the family.
I did it for me.
Finally.
I liked it. I was good at it. I was alive.
You talked about that before. Early. Ever since I got my diagnosis. You know? That speech, I've heard it a couple of times now. Finally some truth.
Before I go, may I see you?
Okay, now this is gonna make me cry. This is too brutal. You know, he thought he was never gonna live long enough to see her at all. And now that he has to go. Yeah. I think the pillow color was more like the color of the shirt that he was wearing in the pilot. The shirt that he's wearing right now, I think, is a little darker. Wow. These fucking DEA guys are stupid. That's the second location that they're watching that he's visiting, and they have no idea. And he's standing in plain sight. It's not even like hiding in a tree or something. Like, nice pants, bro. So hoping the other number would be a 9 instead of a 0 on the door. JG8516. Whoa. The key earlier was connected to the record player or whatever that was. What's he up to?
Stay here. Keep your eyes open.
Jesus, look at you with that head of hair. Is that real?
Yeah.
What were you doing before, shaving it?
Yeah, he's up to something, but what? Something's in the key. Does he have a bomb in the car or something?
Can we talk business?
The thing is, we're not really in the market.
He's wearing purple.
Todd, please, would you explain things to your uncle?
Really shouldn't have come back, Mr. White. Sorry.
Keep flowing. There's a bomb in the car, isn't there?
Jack.
Where do you want it?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Anywhere but my living.
Jesse Pinkman, you promised that you would kill him, and you didn't.
Come on.
Instead, all right, you partnered with him. Cooking for you. What, are you gonna lie?
Where's that little piece of shit?
Finishing up a batch.
Well, go get him. Bring him here. Calling me a liar? He just insulted you. He insulted me, all of us. Jesus. Hustle it up. Come on, let's get this over with. I'm gonna show you just how wrong you are.
I was worried about the batch. It's like, you're gonna ruin the batch.
And I'm putting that bullet in your head myself.
I don't think so, bro. Walt is doing something. Gonna fuck you up. I just hope this one time, I really hope it all goes exactly according to Walt's plan. Except if Walt's plan involved killing Jesse, then I don't hope that. But like, other than that, do you know what I mean? Man, those chairs are so good. The keys are gonna make a noise. The keys are gonna make a noise. The keys are gonna make a noise. Careful with the keys. Careful. Okay. It's a good thing that they opened the door while he picked up so they couldn't really hear the noise. Let's see Walt's reaction. Is he happy or sad?
Does this look like a partner to you? Come here, take a look.
The keys in your pocket so I can't see you, man. Or can't see it, I guess.
Take a look at him. Have a gander. This is my partner. Right, partner? Right, buddy? Hard-working, good partner.
What's he up to?
You hurry this shit up. Make it quick. Todd, you get him off, would you?
Yeah.
Whoa. Bomb. He's trying to protect him, right? There's a bomb. Whoa. Todd's still alive. Oh. That's a pretty badass record player. Oh, he got hit. Walt got hit. What is fucking genius? It's massaging him while he's dead. That's funny. I don't know why. Go get the gun, shoot him. Oh my god. Bro, get the gun, get the gun.
Jesus. Mr. White.
There you go. You don't need a gun. Yeah, do it like that. Take it all out on this bitch. But he's bigger though, you might need a little help, Walt. Also, he's pretty weak at this point because I don't think they've fed him all that well. Oh, he's still alive as well. What the hell? Okay, cool. Oh, come on, shoot him just like you shot Hank, crawling on the ground. Little bitch. Shoot Todd a couple of times as well, just to be sure.
You wanna know where it is? You pull that trigger, you never do.
Don't you know cigarettes give you cancer? You're gonna do that in front of a man with cancer? Come on now, rookie move. Alright, what happens now? Oh, he's... Oh, okay. He's putting the gun down. I'm like, is he pointing? Oh, look at that. Didn't he get shot? Or what was that? He made like a little noise.
Do it.
Yeah, this guy wants to die. I mean, just the previous few things that has happened, like hit the talk with Sky, and it's just...
Say you want this!
Yeah, he's always...
Happens until I hear you say it!
Yeah, that's what he wanted him to say before as well, right? There it is. Finally, some honesty. He is shot already. Okay, cool.
Then do it yourself.
Lydia? It's Lydia? Oh, it is Lydia. He's sick or something?
Is he gone?
Yeah, it's done. He's gone. They're all gone.
Todd?
No, she's fine. Oh, what? I thought she looked sick.
How are you feeling? Kind of under the weather? Like you've got the flu?
Right. Okay, she does. Okay.
I slipped it into that stevia that you're always putting in your tea.
Let's go.
Wow.
By the way, Todd, what a creep. Lydia, oh Lydia.
Goodbye, Lydia.
Goodbye, Lydia. Give him the money. Oh, he should have. Does he know where the money is? I don't think you'd want it, honestly. Okay, those angles. It's all about them damn angles. I thought he was gonna run him over for a second. He's free to go. How long does he have? It's gonna be a pretty slow death. Oh, the cops are coming. Yeah. You got what you deserved. There they are, the red and blue.
Special love I had for you.
Kind of looked like a W. Baby blue. I wonder if these artists knew that their songs would be used to refer to meth. Maybe they are referring to meth, who knows? This is it. Anything? That's it. The perfect ending to the perfect show. That really was perfect. All right, then. The end of a journey. Quite a journey it was. Yeah, this was a pretty perfect ending to this pretty perfect journey, I have to say. Before I get into breaking this one down, though, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this and everything else that I do, if you want early access to the videos that go on YouTube, they will be available on my Patreon. Thank you so much, patrons, for supporting me all this time. It means a lot that you guys are supporting me, not just patrons, but YouTube members, subscribers, you know, people who watch, like, comment, share, all of you. Thank you so very much this entire time. It really means a lot, and I'm really glad I shared this with you. So, thank you. Now then, the episode. It was pretty perfect ending. It sort of summed up everything, really. Where do I start? It's kind of sad. It's like saying goodbye, do you know what I mean? I don't even know where to start. Yeah, this was a very good show. Thank you for recommending this show. Quite a journey, man. I really enjoyed this, every second of it. This has to be one of the best shows ever made. Certainly the best show that I have seen. Not one of the best show that I have seen. But I'm sure there are other great ones out there as well. So that's why I'm saying it has to be one of the best ever. It has to be. From the tiny little details like him falling and drawing a W to Todd getting a call and it says Lydia, you know, because you like Lydia. Fucking creep. The similarities and parallels and callbacks and flash forwards and flashbacks and, you know, his outfit being kind of similar to his outfit at the start. The fact that he buried the money, had the location on the receipts, turned out to be the burial site for Hank and Gomi, the exact opposite of what he thought would happen happened, you know, stuff like that. It's just, and it's not just this. This is just stuff that happened in the last few episodes. Throughout this show, there are so many things like that. It's just ridiculous, you know? Another one that actually happened in this episode, the parallels between, I mean, we have been seeing this for quite some time now. Walt and Gus sort of mimicking each other, or not each other, but Walt mimicking Gus. But now the things are happening to him. He's no longer mimicking. It's just things are happening to him, and they're exactly the way they were. Not just Gus, actually. I'll talk a bit about that as well. It was also kind of like Mike. So the way Mike died, right, was very similar, or kind of similar, I guess, to the way Walt died. How did Mike die? He got shot and then he crawled away or walked away around and we didn't see it, but he went away to a peaceful place. He sat down and he died in peace. Like he said, shut the fuck up and let me die in peace. It would have been funny if Jesse tried to say something and Walt was like, shut the fuck up and let me die in peace. But you know, Walt then goes into the lab, a place that he loves, and peacefully just goes away while there's peaceful music playing in the background and he dies. Very similar to Mike. Now that's Mike. That just hit me right there as I was thinking about Gus. Now then, Gus is actually way more similar to him. Not the death, but the revenge scene, I suppose. Because this was really revenge on Walt's part and Gus's revenge, Don Eladio, I think his name was, on him for Max. So we saw Hank dying very similar to Max, and then Walt falling and acting in a very similar fashion, and the camera angles and everything were very similar to how they were with Gus. So then the revenge was very similar as well. Well, what happens? So both set up a meeting for future business endeavors. Both go in, they talk it out. One goes well, the Gus one actually goes really well. The other one doesn't go all that well in terms of the business deal. But both use a weapon, let's just say, and it works pretty well. And in both cases, both try to save Jesse. Gus tells Jesse, or tells the Don not to give it to Jesse because he's an addict, right? And here, he drags him down. It looks like they're fighting, but tackles him to the ground, but it's really to protect him. Gus also drinks his own poison. Walt also gets shot with his own bullets. That's what I'm talking about, man. This show. Both nearly get killed by their own weapon. Now, Walt actually does. Gus doesn't. Gus was prepared to save himself. Walt wasn't. Walt wanted to die, as he admittedly says himself. So it's just things like this. I mean, it's just beautiful. Do you know what I mean? It's poetic. It's poetry, really. It's a piece of art. It's so masterfully done. The scene with Skylar, it's such a honest scene. For once you see these two people who have been together this entire show and who have been doing things to each other, and very rarely has there been this sort of honesty. From the very start, man, very rarely have we seen something like this. Yeah, finally, he says it. He tells her the truth. That's all she ever wanted. She finally got it. Then in terms of ending a show, well, let's look at it that way, right? So what happens closing, basically bringing it all together. So Jesse gets his freedom. Oh, man, they just keep piling shit on top of him this entire time, but finally he goes free. Finally he gets his freedom. Hopefully it's permanent, because I'm pretty sure the DEA will be looking for him. Walt gets his revenge. Walt gives his family money, which is what he's always wanted. Sky finally hears the truth from Walt, which is what she always wanted. Marie gets some closure in the fact that they will finally find Hank's body and give him a proper burial, so that will bring some closure to Marie. And not just Marie, but the entire family, because obviously it's Uncle Hank. Right, so they all care. It's not just Marie, but Marie specifically, more so than the rest. The Nazis are dead. Todd's dead. A fucking prick, creepy ass. The Lydia ringtone, and then Lydia's dead. It's just wrapped it up really well. Just everything's good. And then Walt dying, that's another thing. Walt died in the lab. That's the place that he loved, right? The lab. So even that is kind of, poetic in a way, that he died the place that the thing that he loved. And just like the song says as well, right? Baby Blue. Man, it was so well done. It was great. Actually, you know what? Speaking of closing it all off, sealing everything off, we didn't hear about Huel. That poor guy is still sitting in that room waiting for Saul or someone. So I guess they didn't do that. But yeah, that's funny. And then just to sum it all off, one more resemblance, I guess, was the way Jack dies, which was very similar to the way Hank died, right? He's on the ground, gets shot by Jack. Jack's on the ground, gets shot by Walt. But just before he dies, he offers Walt money. What did Walt do just before Hank died? He offered Jack money. The more I think about it, the more this stuff clicks. And now I'm like, okay, Felina definitely has something to do with iron, lithium, and sodium. I just don't know what the hell what it's referring to. I'm sure it refers to something like the iron, lithium, and I don't know what that means. Like, I know what it is. I just don't know what it's, in terms of the show, what it refers to. I'm sure you use lithium to cook meth or something, or sodium. I don't know how this works, man. Or maybe you put blood. But I'm sure it worked somehow. It has to. This show has everything spot on, so it has to be. Or maybe it's not. Who knows? But I'm fairly certain it means something in terms of the show, which I just don't know. And we, by the way, get to see Badger and Skinny Pete. That's always a bonus in the final episode. Oh, and by the way, so Lydia, is that the first person ever in this show that have actually died from rice? I think it might be, because we saw Brock. Well, actually, no, Brock was Lily of the Valley. It wasn't even Ryson. But even if it was Ryson, he didn't die, so that still doesn't count. So I think she might be the first person, because I can't recall anybody else. They made Ryson so many times. They've talked about it so many times. But I don't know if they actually ever used it. I think this might be the first time. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Do let me know if it is. But yeah, this was quite a show, man. I loved it. The start of this innocent school teacher who's way overqualified for the job he's doing, and he's just been diagnosed with cancer. He's got a child on his way, and the thing that he's worried about is he's going to die before seeing his daughter, and the mom's not going to be able to make ends meet. Their son is physically disabled, and he's obviously not going to have the same opportunities that, you know, other people will have. So they're in a very tough spot, and he takes drastic measures, and one thing leads to another, and he just keeps digging this hole deeper and deeper and deeper. And yes, Heisenberg, you know, before he ever becomes this Heisenberg, there were plenty of opportunities for him to stop and leave. He had enough money. The calculations that he had done, he had surpassed that by millions, literally millions. So he could have just left a long time ago, and none of this would have happened. But obviously that wouldn't have been as entertaining as what happened. And, you know, this whole time he's talking about how he's doing it for family, and I suppose he was. I suppose that's where it all started. I don't think it right from the get-go it was about his ego. It was, but I think it was also him thinking about the family and everything. And he started as this innocent guy just trying to make ends meet for his family before he dies, leave them enough money so they can survive and not have to struggle so much. And then slowly he starts to realize, okay, the more power I gain, the more, I guess, freedom I feel. And that's what he talks about, you know, in the earlier seasons when he talks about how he has changed since he got the diagnosis. That's one of the reasons why he doesn't want to get the treatment either. Then the cost of the treatment added on top of the, you know, college and groceries and basically day-to-day expenses, rent, so on and so forth, mortgage or whatever. And so it starts off with a very pure, innocent, real goal and expectations, and then it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. It's almost like, because see, he's cooking meth, and meth is addicting, very much so. It's addicting or addictive. English is not my first language, so I don't know, but one of those is correct, or maybe none of those are correct. But it's something that people are addicted to, and we see that, and we saw that with Jesse and many others, Jane, and several other people. But if you think about it, just as meth is addicting or addictive or whatever, so is power, because the more power Walt gets, the more power he wants. Very similar to these drugs that he's cooking and selling. The more of that drug that the person gets, the more of that drug they want. It's almost like that opposite effect of that diminished returns, right? It's the opposite of that. It's, you know, the more food you eat, the less of it you want, but the more drugs you take, the more of it you want. It's kind of the opposite, which is kind of weird. And I guess it's similar in that sense as ego or power, and not just that, but also money. You know, that's another, I guess, metaphor there in their greed. The more you get, the more you want. So these parallels that draw along the way, and these relationships that they built, and you start off liking this guy and his family, and you know, you're kind of like, all right, you know what, you're doing the wrong thing, but I think you're doing it for the right reasons. So you know what, as long as no one gets hurt and as long as you get away with it, it's fine. And then slowly, and you're like, slowly it turns into something entirely different, and people die and a lot of people get hurt, and you're like, all right, well, okay, so that just happened. I don't like you anymore. You know what I mean? This guy that I once was rooting for, now I hate myself for rooting for that person. And at the end of the show, you pretty much hate almost everyone except maybe like Junior. Well, not maybe, except Junior for sure. Like, I feel so bad for that guy. And then there's Ollie. Like, imagine that, you know. Well, one, just growing up without a father in general, that's kind of sad. And then on top of that, then once she grows up, I mean, Heisenberg is an absolute legend, you know. He's gonna be in everywhere. Like, you know, we hear about these people like what's his name, Carlo Escobar. How did I forget his first name? But you know, I know him. How do I know him? Why do I know him? Do you know what I mean? So these people are very notorious, and people know them all around the world. Like, even I know them. How? Why? But so she's gonna find out, and then not only not having the father, and then on top of that learning what kind of a father it was. Well, in a way, I think she would be glad that she didn't have him, because the picture that people would paint of him to her would not be, I don't imagine, a pleasant one. Yeah, man, it's incredible, man, this show. It was such a great journey. It was very entertaining. A lot of ups and highs and lows, ups and downs, or whatever the right word is. And made me cry a few times, made me angry, made me happy, made me laugh, made me smile, made me cry with joy and cry with pain. And if that's not a masterpiece right there, then I don't know what is. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on this journey. Thank you so much for recommending this show. And once again, yes, I will be watching Better Call Saul. When? I couldn't tell you. Soon, I guess, you know. But special shout out to my patrons for supporting me all this time. Like I said, when I start Better Call Saul, I'll go on Patreon first and full-length reactions and all that, you know, similar stuff as this show. And thank you to members, subscribers, viewers, people who like, people who share, people who comment, all of you, every single one of you. Thank you for any and all support that you have thrown my way during this journey and will throw in the future for Better Call Saul. And just keep one thing in mind. I am the kind of guy that tries to make light of situation, otherwise I'm just gonna cry, and I don't always want to do that. So I will make jokes when there are serious things happening, because that's just how I am. That's just how I deal with things. And if at any point any of my jokes or anything that I said offended you, I truly apologize, because that was not the point. The point was to lighten the mood. The point was to make you smile. And if it did the opposite, then of course I'm not happy because of that. So I apologize. And that's all I have to say. I hope I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice